Okay, that's really annoying. So these are some definitions. So primary productivity or production, the conversion of solar energy to chemical energy, right? So from taking that solar energy available from the sun, transferring it to the actual living a part of the earth. So that's called primary productivity. GPP and NPP. So basically, gross primary productivity is the total amount of light photosynthetic product that's made. Okay, so the total product. However, the total product doesn't necessarily mean that that's what's going to get passed on to the next level, to the next trophic level. Why? Because there is the plants themselves have to use some of that energy for their own metabolism, for their own, to keep their own cells alive. And so the net primary productivity is just basically the gross primary productivity minus respiration, meaning all of the energy that was used, right? All of that sugar that is consumed and used by that organism. Now, plants also go through cell respiration, not just animals. Plants also, that happens in the mighty mitochondria. And so plants and animals both go through cellular respiration. And so net primary production is basically referring to all of the photosynthetic product minus the sugar that was used for respiration. Okay. Secondary productivity basically refers to the biomass that is gained from eating plants or organisms that ate plants. Okay. So, and that the same thing, right? The gross would be the total amount that they gained. The net would be the total minus the amount of sugar that was used for respiration. All right. This is a little bit kind of hard to follow. I added there because I could picture cameras using this type of diagram. So basically, what this is showing you is the net production of energy, right? So here we have for a certain amount of plants and the amount of energy, right? So the primary productivity that is created by the plants through photosynthesis. And so here you see the energy lost through respiration. All right. And here you see that because, okay, so out of all of the energy that the plants produce, a big chunk of it is going to go to power its own body or its own organism. But certain parts of the plants might just die and decay. Right. So and some of it might not get, so some parts of the plant may be undigestible, like fiber, for example, and we might not extract the energy that's stored in there. So we say that it's not, on average we have a 10% or a 90% loss of energy at each trophic level. So on average 10% gets passed on. However, you'll see that most of the a little bit more than 10% gets passed on from here to here. If you were to divide 1478 divided by 8863, you would get it. I don't want to do it right now because it's going to take too much time. You could do it on your own. All right. So it's going to give you a higher percentage than 10%. And so, but on average, you've learned it as the 10% rule that, on average, we pass on 10% of the energy. But again, a lot of it gets lost through the organism's own metabolism, or through decay, or as lost as heat. Right, so here you see the energy transfer. So energy is taken in by the sun, by the plant through photosynthesis. Heat is lost. The caterpillar eats the plant. Some of that energy stays in the organism until it gets eaten, but some of it does get lost to the environment. And same thing as the bird. So what ends up happening as this occurs, you have less and less energy reaching those higher trophic levels. Okay, so that really